Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Illuminating text 19 and text 20 of chapter 2, the Lord in the heart of second canto, the cosmic manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam, text 19. Itham muni satu paramed vyavasthito vijnana druga virya surandhita shayah swaparshani na pitya gudam tato anilam sthaneshu shatasunnam yajajita klamah. By the strength of scientific knowledge, one should be well situated in absolute realization and thus be able to extinguish all material desires. One should then give up the material body by blocking the air hole through which stool is evacuated with the heel of one's foot and by lifting the life air from one place to another in the 6 primary places. There are many Duratmas who claim to have realized themselves as Brahma and yet are unable to conquer material desires. In the Bhagavad Gita 18.54, it is clearly explained that an absolutely self-realized soul becomes completely aloof from all material desires. Material desires are based on the false ego of the living being and are exhibited by his childish and useless activities to conquer the laws of material nature and by his desire to lord it over the resources of the 5 elements. With such a mentality, one is led to believe in the strength of material science with its discovery of atomic energy and space travel by mechanical vehicles, and by such tiny advancements in material science, the false egoist tries to challenge even the strength of the Supreme Lord, who can finish all man's tiny endeavors in less than a second. The well-situated self or Brahma realized soul perfectly understands that the Supreme Brahma or the personality of Godhead is the all-powerful Vasudevaya and that he, the self-realized living being, is a part and parcel of the Supreme Whole. As such, his constitutional position is to cooperate with him in all respects in the transcendental relation of the served and the servitor. Such a self-realized soul ceases to exhibit his useless activities of attempting to lord it over material nature. Being scientifically well-informed, he fully engages himself in faithful devotion of the Lord. The expert yogi who has thoroughly practiced the control of the life air by the prescribed method of the yoga system is advised to quit the body as follows. He should plug up the evacuating hole with the heel of the foot and then progressively move the life air on and on to 6 places: the navel, abdomen, heart, chest, palate, eyebrows and cerebral pit. Controlling the life air by the prescribed yogic process is mechanical and the practice is more or less a physical endeavor for spiritual perfection. In olden days, such practice was very common for the transcendentalists, for the mode of life and character in those days were favorable. But in modern days, when the influence of Kali age is so disturbing, practically everyone is untrained in this art of bodily exercise. Concentration of the mind is more easily attained in these days by the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The results are more effective than those derived from the inner exercise of the life air. Text 20. Nabhyam sthitam hrudaya dhiropya tasma duda nagatyo rasi tama nayen muniha tato anusandhaya dhiya manasvi swatalu moolam shanakaira nayet. The meditative devotee should slowly push up the life air from the navel to the heart, from there to the chest and from there to the root of the palate. He should search out the proper places with intelligence. There are 6 circles of the movement of the life air and the intelligent bhakti yogi should search out these places with intelligence and in a meditative mood. Among these mentioned here is the Swadhishthan or the powerhouse of the life air, and above this, just below the abdomen and navel, is the Manipuraka Chakra. When upper space is further searched out in the heart, one reaches the Anahata Chakra, and further up when the life air is placed at the root of the palate, one reaches the Vishuddhi Chakra. Hare Krishna.